Not that. If anyone was thinking that. Destiny, I think the most anti-government, like the closest I've ever been to just saying fuck it and converting to be a sleeper cell for ISIS was also at the ATL airport. There's
Yeah.
something about that place, just like the single file line that they make you march past the drug dogs just to get in.
One at a time, walk slowly, eyes forward. Yeah, holy shit, it's some dystopian shit.
I was triggered as fuck. That was horrible. I'm
One
glad
of
I
the-
didn't have my Twitter then.
One of the most traumatizing, have you ever seen like the clear lines where you can like pay like $200 a year and you get like expedited or expedited fucking shit through the airport.
Pre-approved
I
or
went
something.
to if you've ever flown out of SeaTac, Seattle, Tacoma, or whatever, the airport in Washington, the big one in Seattle. I went into this airport for my flight, and again, I try to show up to these like at least 1 or 2 hours early because I know that these can be bullshit. And so this airport has, when I walk in, 2 of the longest lines I've ever seen. One line is at that end of the airport going this way, and then the other line is at the other end of the airport going that way. So I'm like, holy shit. So I walk through, get my boarding pass, and I walk to this one long line, and it's actually goes from one end to the other. So I walk all the way to the back of this fucking line, and it goes around the corner, and I'm like, what? And I turn the corner, and I walk to the end, and I turn to the right. And both lines that I saw, it was actually just one fucking line. They went all the fucking way around the airport. And I walked to the front and I said, how much for that clear shit? And I fucking bought it. And I felt like a loser. And I walked to the fucking front with everybody in that line, because when you do it, whenever you have like those passes to the front, everybody looks at you like,
oh yeah,
rich piece of shit. And I'm like,
guys.
fuck, get me the fuck out of here. Okay, just send me through. I don't give a fuck. Holy shit.
I was in a long line.
God.
This is only a few months ago, like April. And the security line was way longer than it normally is for Raleigh's airport. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous I'm going to miss my flight. I don't have a ton of time. It's like 7 to 8 a.m. And I'm just like, fuck. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to make it. And this guy comes, and he's obviously nervous, too. He's all stressed and anxious. And he's cutting in front of everyone. He's just walking through the security line instead of waiting in the security line. But everyone's letting him do it. And I see him coming my way because I'm deep in the line at this point. And I'm like, everyone's just going to let... We're all in this like tacit agreement to let this guy cut. And he gets to me. I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? And he's like, I'm going to miss my flight. I'm going to miss my flight. And I was like, what time is your flight? It was also at 7 a.m. I show him my ticket. And I'm like, get in the line. You're not special. And he did. He went all the way to the fucking back of the line. Because he...
Oh, this is the kind of thing I like to fantasize about. And everybody cheered kind of moment.
No.
People always talk about like in these like killer moments, like where there's a mass shooter, there's a bank robbery, like you'd run forward and you would like do the heroic thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, there was...
broke in. The FBI finally got him.
One bomb threat too many. No, there was nothing heroic about it. He was a...
Oh, Woody, there is. Don't downplay it. That is very... To stand up to a line cutter and tell them to go fuck themselves, they'll sing songs about you.
He wasn't American, and I think that may have been like part of why everyone gave him a pass except me. Like, he just seemed like he was Asian. He seemed like a confused, rushed Asian guy, and I think they all had sympathy on him except for me. I was just the biggest asshole in line, I guess.
You're moving again, Destiny.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Yeah.
I was...
Yeah,
go ahead.
you were just about to say something about those go-off moments.
Oh, I was going to say, like, people always pretend that they'd be heroes in these moments, but most people can't even bring themselves to, like, I'm going to tell my neighbor to be a little bit more quiet, right? Like that. You open the door, and their heart starts fucking racing, and you knock on the door, and you're like, I'm going to fucking tell him. And some guy opens the door, and it's like, what? And you're like, can you please just a little bit quieter? And it's, like, the most action that these people have had in their entire lives, yeah.
Yeah. What's the one of those you guys think about the most? Like, the line one is classic. Shutting down a butter in line, shutting down a family of Italians at a restaurant. That's a fantasy I have. Getting them to the volume.
A family of Italians. I had to process that for a second. But yeah, I could see them all yelling at each other.
One at a time.
All over the place.
Just wine, pasta all over.
I've probably told this before, but So again, I'm at an airport. This is a long time ago. I'm probably 24 or something like that on a business trip, and our airplane gets delayed, but like by a lot, 6 hours or something like that. And there's this group. I don't know where they're from. Like one of those less successful European countries, Slovakia maybe. I don't know. And they're all yelling at each other. And they're just like, it's just animated conversation in another language, and they're surrounding me all over the place, right? Like they dominate this waiting room, and they're like partying, yelling, arguing. Several of them broke out a musical instrument, and they're playing that together. Like it wasn't a guitar.
That is beyond rude.
It wasn't a guitar. It was like a smaller guitar and more rounded and shit. And I'm like, just like reading or something. I think I had a book. And then they start arguing against each other, and they're pointing. They're pointing their fingers like to get on each other, but they're sitting on my left and my right. And they had their hand in between my eyes and my book as they're pointing at each other. And that's what it took. I was just like, dude, come on. Like that was when I broke. And I was like, this is outrageous. You guys are yelling, you're screaming. Now you're in my space. And then he made me feel like an asshole for like, I thought I had the high ground here. But then he starts apologizing, and he apologizes so furiously. I feel like this is a tactic that maybe in his culture is more commonly employed.
What are they, like Eastern European or something?
Something like that. Yeah, call them Croatian. I don't know what the fuck they are. But so he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And he starts apologizing on behalf of everybody else there, his family, how he's disturbing. And now I'm like, dude, like it's okay.
If you put the tambourine away, we're even.
Yeah, no, it starts making me apologize for not being okay with him clearly being outrageous.
Dude, playing an instrument in public like that while you're trying
a couple of them.
That's even ruder than people who like wear their headphones on their neck and blast music out of it. And it's like, you're wearing the thing that lets you do this. Come on, man.
You joking about the tambourine, but you're close. Like there was some sort of guitar variant, like a jar with beads on it that they're shaking, like a maraca type thing. Like they
brought a jar with beads. These people suck.
They really did, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that is funny though. Like I don't remember what comedian it is. Or actually, no, it might be John Mulaney, who is like the time between when you see a band set up in a public space and then they start to play as like the slow motion in a movie where you're like, no, like the mariachi band's about to fucking go off. I hate music in public. Should be illegal.
I like live music. I don't know why I didn't this time. Maybe because it was just a mess. But yeah, if I see, even if like that guy that brings the guitar to the party and gets all the attention, I'm like the guy giving him attention. Do you know Wonderwall?
Oh, we found one. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm the one. I can't play, but I'm the guy that likes it.
We were about to pack it up forever until this guy came over.
He comes to every party hoping Woody will be there. That guy, maybe he'll be here this time. Oh, well, fuck it. Here I go.
Damn. Guess we'll have to keep doing this at all public functions.
Until Woody finally goes to a party again.
Yeah.